Hello! In today's video, we'll be discussing the roster tool from your organization's page. From the home page of ConnQuest, navigate over to the organization toolbar, and then scroll down to the organization that you'll be editing. Today we're going to use Norbert Williams Hall. Then click Roster. Once you get to the roster, it's important to make sure that all actually active students are actually listed on this page. Remember, each organization needs a minimum of 10 students to be an active organization. There will be the Vice President of SGA as well as the Program Assistant in the Office of Student Engagement, keeping track of membership and all of the club requirements throughout the year. If any of the requirements are not met, your organization will be flagged and your organization will be frozen until the requirement is met. So keep this page up to date. This page also allows the Office of Student Engagement to know who the leadership positions are in your organization, so we can send out the appropriate content or the appropriate information to each of them. First things first, primary contact. This should be a person who is responsible with staying in communication. So sometimes it's the president, sometimes it's the vice president, sometimes it's the treasurer. But the primary contact will always get the information in the newsletters that the Office of Student Engagement sends out. We also send it to the presidents. And so the president will always get any communication from the Office of Student Engagement, but sometimes you need a second pair of eyes to make sure nothing's getting missed. You all are students and you have hectic lives in addition to your student organization. So to change the primary contact, you click the pencil in the upper right-hand corner, and that will bring you to a list of all of the active members, and you'll be able to switch who the primary contact is at any time. Moving over to the right, there is a messaging system for your members. So you can click that and send a message to all of your members directly. It'll send an email from the site with the easy way for you to get in contact with them. Then there's the managed positions. Every student leader should be named as a student leader on this site. It's how we know who's responsible for different things. So to give any student, once you get your students on here, to give them access or to name them as a position, you want to make sure they have the right permissions on the site. And so you click Manage Positions, and then you'll be able to edit any position or create a position by clicking plus sign or add a position right here. You'll be able to edit a position and give it the proper administrative tools for your site. And so you'll be able to change the name, change if they are an officer, primary contact, the advisor, or just a member of the organization. And then you'll be able to give them different types of access. So for this admin position, they have all access. But if a president or an exec board deemed a position does not need all access to the site, you can create limited access. So if you want your general body members to be able to look at or submit event requests, you can change that here. If you want them to be able to message the club, you can change that here as well. Or if you want them to add photos to the gallery, you can change that here as well. You have the option of giving them view only or full access. Full access allows them to edit things. Moving back over to the Manage Positions page and then the roster page. You'll be able to see under Manage Positions, you'll be able to see any positions that are active in the site. Some organizations have positions that they are not using anymore, and so people have gone in and made those positions inactive. If your particular executive board chooses, they can reactivate those positions just by clicking the name of that position and editing the features. Heading back over to our roster page. If you have people who are members but aren't listed on the page, remember, you need 10 people to always be part of the page. So get those people listed on ConnQuest by clicking Invite People. Once you click that, it'll take you to a page where you can upload their email address. And once you have their email address, you can then add email, and it'll give you the option of naming them as a specific position. So once you get your elections underway, or your election results, pardon me, you'll be able to name the newest executive board member as that position. And so you can, once you click add, you'll have the option of naming them as president or vice president or treasurer or whichever position you all have named for your organizations. And that will send them a direct email. Once that person receives it and has taken some action, you'll go over to the Pending tab from the Manage Roster page. That will allow you to take different actions about their position. And so if the position is accepted, you'll be able to see what the status of their invitation is and then move forward with whatever information that person needs. Now, we have a lot of very excited new camels on campus. Each semester, we welcome a group of students on campus. Obviously, in the fall, it's much bigger than in January, but each semester we have new camels that are coming, and they are directed to log on to ConnQuest and find organizations so that they can be part of the camel community, and many of them have. And so once they go to your page on ConnQuest, there is a button on the main page that says Join Organization. And so that will take them, the result of them clicking Join Organization will have them as listed as a prospective student. And so from here, you'll be able to take an action, and that is approve or deny that person's membership into your organization. If that person changes their mind, you can always edit them and remove them from that organization. The Terms and Conditions tab is specifically for organization leadership, as you all know from the registration process. Each of you had to sign a officer agreement form. This is an extension of that form, and the position, so typically it's all of the exec board positions, will get, once you're named in that position, you'll get notified. It automatically notifies you. This is just a backup notification to make sure that, just in case the person hasn't taken action yet, but you'll get notified from the system saying that you need to agree to these terms and conditions. And so this is a follow-up to that. Once you click notify, as you can see, my notification red light came on. And I can't open a new tab. So you'll be able to view that or click that and then accept or deny the terms and conditions. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you have any questions about changing rosters or any group dynamics or things like that, please feel free to contact the Office of Student Engagement for any help that you might need.